Hey everyone, it's Jaime Pfeffer and I am back with another free psychic reading. And in this reading, we are asking, what does your inner child want you to know? If you've been doing some inner child work and you're having a hard time connecting, or you just want to get a direct connection to your inner child, you're definitely going to want to stick around for this reading. Okay, so before we get going on the reading, I do want to ask you, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please go down below and click on that red button, and then also make sure that you hit the wiggly bell. The reason that you want to do that is when you hit the bell and it looks like it wiggles on the outside, that is to make sure that you receive all of my readings as they come out. You will receive a notification. The other thing that I wanted to talk about are the comments and the free contests and giveaways that I do. So I do these every couple of readings, and what you need to do is just leave a comment on the video. That is actually the way that I pick the giveaway winners, are through the comments on the video. There is no purchase necessary, and all of the full contest rules can be found below in the description box. So now that we have that out of the way, let's jump into your reading. And before we even get into the cards, I did want to point out to you that this is a very gentle, nurturing, and pure reading. The messages that you receive will be of the highest vibration. They will be coming from your inner child. So I wanted you to know, I do have this card that I set up here purposely that says I love you. I also have a selenite angel here because selenite is extremely cleansing. And I have a big rose quartz angel right here. And then right here, this is a newer stone find, and this is called Bolivianite. I will put that there. And let's get going into your reading. So we are going to look at some tarot cards from the Rider-Waite deck. What is it that your inner child wants you to know at this time? Okay, so, wow, okay, so the first thing that came out was the Nine of Swords, and this is really a card about anxiety, sleepless nights. You're feeling really worried or bothered about something, okay? And then right underneath, I saw the Tower card. So a lot of people get afraid when they see the Tower card, and I understand why. It is a tower, and you see these figures that are jumping from the tower. It's on fire. So what I'm hearing is that there was some kind of falling out or some kind of major event that occurred for you. I'm actually hearing that it may have occurred around December or October of last year, which would have been 2019, but now they're telling me it could have also occurred in March. So take what you like and leave the rest. This is a general reading. If you resonate with this is a card about anxiety. You can even see the swords penetrating the person's back. Yeah, their back. So there may have been what you might think of as backstabbing. There may have been that, and it's really just left you with a lot of thoughts that feel out of sorts. The next card that was there is the Sun in reverse. So I'm guessing that you haven't been feeling great about this situation. This can even indicate like some sort of depression, or I don't want to say that you have depression because I'm not a medical doctor, but deep sadness. There's, you see this baby here on this horse, on this white horse, and it's upside down. You see the sunflowers, they're upside down. So this is some kind of sadness or desperation or sorrow I'm hearing. Wow, okay, the next card is the Justice card, but it's in reverse. So what this is saying is that this situation, there hasn't been any justice in this situation, and I do believe that you were victimized in this scenario. The Temperance card is in reverse. So this is the card about balance. And when it's in reverse, it shows that you probably have not been in balance. I'm really feeling like just a lot of heartache, a lot of pain. I also really am noticing in these three cards, you can see the red, especially with these two. So this to me speaks about the root chakra. It's really important that you start grounding your energy and that you focus on centering and balancing your root chakra. And there's a number of different ways you can do that. You can do that through certain crystals. You can do it through certain activities. I have a great article on my website that talks about grounding and how to balance your root chakra. And I also happen to have a fantastic root chakra meditation. So I'll put a link for that below. It's a guided meditation. It's under like 13 minutes and it's under $10. So I'll put that below. So that's what I'm getting there. Wow. Then we've got, wow. Okay. So then we've got the Empress in reverse. So the Empress is a very mystical person. She's kind of like the ultimate figure of divine femininity, but she's in reverse here. So I'm getting the feeling that you're not feeling empowered with this situation. And then we have the Lovers in reverse. So the Lovers used to be called the Choice. This could be a situation between you and someone else. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship, but I am getting the feeling that it's a karmic situation or it's a soulmate type of situation. So when I speak of soulmate, I'm not talking about the way that soulmate used to be talked about, where you only had one soulmate and that was your person that you spend the rest of your life with. I'm actually talking about a member of a soul family. So this could be anyone. It could be a parent, a sibling, a friend, a close friend, or anything like that. And then the next card out really talks about where you could be right now, and that's the Five of Cups. So you see this figure hunched over. This is someone who feels sad. They're in their emotions. You see the Three Cups that are spilled out in front of them, and they're kind of focused on that. The really good part of this is that there are two cups that are still standing behind this person, and this person is not aware of that. So what I want to draw your attention to, and what your inner child and higher self want to tell you, is that even though these things have spilled and this relationship has gone sour and it's caused you a lot of heartache and pain, there are things that have happened I'm really noticing this bridge. So I know the bridge is like over here in the distance, but I feel like by bridging yourself with your inner child and higher self, I'm even feeling like it's going to signify these two cups back here. It might hurt more in the short run, but in the long run, there's reason to be optimistic here, because this separation or break, one of the things that it's helping you do is to strengthen your relationship at your core with your higher self and your inner child. So now I want to move over to the Cherub Angel cards. And I love these cards. They're specifically designed for children, but they're great for inner child work. They're great if you're highly sensitive, like I am, empathic, if you just need gentle, nurturing energy. So the first thing I want to say is that you can see her and she's petting this cat really softly. So one of the best things that you can do for yourself right now is to be extremely gentle with yourself. Whether it's spending time with animals, like really during, we're kind of still in a lockdown, some people. And if you can take advantage of this time to just really nurture yourself, really give yourself a lot of self-love and self-care, it's going to go a long way for you. So let's see what we get from the Cherub Angel cards. So what do our inner children want us to know? So there's our first one. Love and value yourself. So that is part of what this situation is about. It's about you loving and valuing yourself. What else do our inner children want us to know about this situation? Wow, okay. Believe in yourself came up next. So you may be in a situation where you've walked away from someone, or you've walked away from an entire group of people, and that can be so difficult. And I am speaking from experience myself. There's a lot of shame and guilt that can come up for someone that is seeing things that other people can't see and chooses to take a stand and walk away from it. It's very hard. It takes a lot of courage and strength. Okay, so your next card is tell God and your angels how you feel, but it came in upside down. So my guess is that you're not telling God and your angels how you feel, or you could be, but maybe feeling like they're not hearing it. So your guidance is to continue doing this. You can do this through prayer, you can do this through writing, you can do this through just simply talking out loud. This is really beautiful because your card over here is there is nothing to fear. So you see this little boy and he's under this blanket and he's got these two dogs with him. He's almost like coming out of hiding. So I feel like for you, you're being told it's okay to allow yourself to be seen. It's okay to allow yourself to, come out. You don't need to be afraid and you don't need to isolate yourself out of fear. You've done nothing wrong. And then the next card is angel lights. So pay attention to certain lights. If you see certain lights happening somewhere, orbs or anything like that, that's a message that the angels are with you. Okay, courage and strength is upside down. So your inner child wants you to know that you have a ton of courage and strength. You can ask the angels and guides for some courage and strength, and you might have a special bond with horses as well. A lot of these cards had animals on them. Every single one of them does, actually, except for the angel lights. This one's got a little, looks like a little puppy. So, and being around animals would be really good for you. And then this one says, sharing makes everything more fun. So, and then there's a bird, and she's got a birdhouse. So for this card, I'm really feeling like it would do you good to talk more about the situation that you're in to other people. To talk more about the situation that you're in with other people, because you're probably in this very alone and you feel so isolated, and like what I'm getting is a highly critical voice. So you're beating yourself up about it. There's this critical voice that could be blaming you or shaming you, and you're comparing yourself to other people, to society, and we can't compare ourselves to that because we're all different. So sharing, whether it's through a therapist, a 12-step group, a friend or mentor that you really trust, will help you feel better. And then your last card, is have faith in God's miracles. So I know from somebody that's in separation from several different people that I was very close to at one time, it can be so hard. Like, I can wake up some days, most days, and just dread it. And then it comes in my mind and I can start blaming myself, and it's horrible. So I have to continually remind myself that just because I'm thinking something doesn't mean that it's true, right? And just because people have done things a certain way doesn't mean that it's right. It doesn't mean that it's right for me. I've tried so many different ways to get things to change, and I realized that they just weren't changing. So I needed a break. And it can be hard. It can be really hard. But, just like I said, I know that there is a reason behind everything. So one of the things that your inner child wants you to do during this time is make sure that you are getting enough sleep and rest. So do what you can to sleep and rest. Take breaks often, and just be as gentle as possible with yourself. The next card out is you are special, but it was in the reverse. So this is really talking about understanding how special you are. And you see this gorgeous little girl here with these butterflies, which is just absolutely amazing. Isn't that gorgeous? You are transforming. You are coming to understand and discover how special you are, and you're transforming and changing. And as a result of that, your world is going to transform and change. And then one step at a time, but that was in reverse. So if you find yourself trying to do things, a mile a minute, or just accomplish things because it gives you a sense of worth, this is saying allow it to happen one step at a time. The other thing I'm hearing is that you might be down on yourself and maybe impatient with yourself, that it isn't happening fast enough. Whatever you wanted to occur isn't happening fast enough. It's never going to happen, and you should just give up. And what this card is saying is that it's so important for you to just take things one step at a time. You don't have to know all the answers, and you're not responsible for everyone. So these next two cards really are about meditation. One of them says, listen closely and you'll hear messages. And the other one talks about quiet time. So especially if you're empathic or highly sensitive, or you just notice yourself getting overwhelmed with other people's feelings and thoughts, it's really important that you get to understand and really know your own energetic signature, what your energy feels like, without anybody else's energy mixed in. So being quiet and having quiet time and meditation is really going to help you with that. There are tons of meditations that you can find on YouTube for free. I also have I've got about 10 guided meditations that you can find up on my website if you're interested. So I'll put a link to those below as well. And then the last card, they keep speaking to me, so it's not going to be the last card. So this asks for help, and it's in the reverse. So I really feel like asking your angels for help, asking the people in your life for help, and then asking qualified professionals for help. Like I said before, therapy, a 12-step group, although that doesn't have qualified professionals in it, but it does have members in it. There's a lot of resources out there. So making sure that you're asking for help. You don't have to do everything alone. And the next card I saw was make new friends. So if you've had to walk away from people, if you've noticed that you've like shed a skin or you are shedding a skin and you feel really alone and isolated, this card is telling you it's time to make some new friends, you know, whether they're new animal friends or new friends. You know, as you raise your vibration, you will naturally bring in more people into your life, and you deserve it. And the last card I'm going to give you is we are all different. So instead of comparing yourself or your life or your family or your job or whatever, your accomplishments, whatever it is, to anybody else, realize that we're all different and we're all worthy. We all have worth and value. And the best thing that we can do is recognize that we're all different and we're all lovable. I gotta do this one too. So it was think about your dreams coming true, and it was upside down. So I feel like maybe your mind is filled with negative thoughts or projections of what could happen. And this could be based on past trauma. So it's really important that you're very gentle with yourself, but that you do take time every day to think about your dreams coming true. It doesn't work to just stuff your old feelings down or leave them untouched, because they will continue to fester in your body in some way or another. But it's also very important to spend time daily thinking about your dreams coming true. That will help to create new neural pathways in your brain. And so when you get in certain situations, our minds like to go to the neural pathways that are very well tread, and that's how we get back into old limiting thinking. When we start to create new neural pathways by imagining what could go right, we start to tread the new neural pathways even deeper. So if you are interested in something like this, I highly recommend my Unblocking Abundance meditation. I walk you through imagining your best and highest dreams coming true. It's an amazing meditation. I also have a wonderful free meditation for this called Jumpstart Your Day, and I will include a link to both of those in the description box below. So I'm going to stop the reading there. And again, I just want to say that you're not alone. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you again very soon. Bye.